We would like to thank our sponsors for the Coaches Show. Don's Easy Pay has 7 store locations in DeQueen, Mena, Broken Bow, Boonville, Poto, Waldron, and Idabel. Rent to own, retail, and in 120 to 180 days, same as cash, offering self-service to all major brands of appliances, hot water heaters, and don't forget tires. Don's Easy Pay, taking time to care for our customers. Also, thank you to State Representative John Maddox for supporting the Coaches Show. Not only a state representative, but everyone in Polk County knows him as an attorney and is helping us in the Capitol. The Coaches Show is brought to you by Mena Ford. Give the folks at Mena Ford on Highway 71 north a call at 394-2214 for a complete Ford car and truck lineup. Smith Pallet Manufacturers, quality pallets and crates since 1949. They proudly support the Mena Bearcats and Lady Cats. Go Cats.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are back with another Coaches Show episode. I'm here with Coach Bentley. I'm Jem. Good afternoon, Coach.
Good. How are you, man?
Good, Coach. So this week I have questions about last week's game and this week's game. Let's start off with last week's ones. So what are the highs and lows of the last game?
You know, we felt one of our big goals going into this non-conference season was to go 3-0. And, we definitely, I think our quality of opponent as far as strength of schedule got tougher as we went on. And Stigler's a good program from out of Oklahoma, and they've got some talented kids and really good coaches. And so we felt like that was going to be a really good last non-conference game going into our conference season. And really proud of how we played. I think it was our cleanest game we played. I think it's the best game that we've played. Still a lot to work on, but really proud of where we came out of after that game and coming out of non-conference 3-0.
Okay, Coach, thank you so much. So what affected our toughness for the last game? Because we played a pretty tough game.
Yeah, I mean, I think our kids inherently are pretty tough. I mean, we've got a group of kids that's played a lot of football for us. They know what it takes. They know the physicality that the game takes. We practice that way too. We practice very fast-paced. I think that matters. I think how we practice is a lot different from how a lot of other teams may practice. So I think that shows up for us in the third and fourth quarter. So that's a real testament to our kids because they don't back down from that. We practice really fast. We practice with a great pace and a great energy. And then physicality has been something that I think has set us apart. When they're getting up slower, getting up the turf than you are, that's a good sign. So, again, that's a testament to how we prepare going into the game every week.
That sounds great. So the last one about the last game is, how do you guys, like coaches, feel about the both sides of the game, us and the Stigler?
Yeah, so we felt really good. That a big goal of ours was come out 3-0 from being in non-conference, and Stigler, again, we could tell they were well coached throughout the week when we were watching film and prepping for them. Just seeing some of the adjustments that they made, you can tell they're well coached. Had some really talented football players. That running back they had was a load and a really good back. The quarterback made a lot of good things happen. We thought that they were pretty similar to what we may see in our conference opponents. So, again, we felt like this was going to be a good test for us to see. We felt like coming out of that game we'd get a better idea of who we were and what our identity was like. And I think we could have done even better. We hated it. For our defense, we gave up the first points we gave up all year. And what I like about that is that they were disappointed in that. And it's not realistic to think you're not going to give up any points throughout the year. But for our guys to be disappointed on that and still only hold a good team to 13 points, exciting. Our offense scored 30-plus again for the first time. They've done that now 3 games in a row, the first time since 2019. So it's been a long time since we've seen some of the success on offense and defense that we've seen now initially.
That sounds great, Coach. Yeah, overall we had a great game. We ended up with a great win. So let's look forward to questions about the next game. So how do you guys feel about going to away game after 2 back-to-back home games?
Yeah, it's different. It's tough. I mean, there's no close away games from Mena. I mean, we have DeQueen, we have Waldron, but other than that, everything's going to be 2+ hours. Mm-hmm. So it is different. You have to mentally prepare for that. You have to be prepared to get on a bus after a long day at school, get there and probably dress somewhere that's not super comfortable. And you still got to understand that the same day the field is the same dimensions. It's still going to be 4 12-minute quarters, and you got to go out and play football. So it's definitely different. We know we're going to travel well again, and so our crowd will be there to fire up our kids. We have to again eliminate the distractions that come with an away game to play solid. At the field and be there, and it really doesn't matter to us either way where we play. We're still going to play our brand of football.
Okay, sounds cool. Thank you, Coach. So my other question is, how do you guys feel about the first conference game? Because it's going to be our first.
Yeah, it's a big game. Pottsville's a tough opponent. For years we started playing them about 10, 15 years ago, and up till 2020 we had never beaten them. And then we beat them in 2020, we beat them in 2021, which was the last time that we played them. And so it's turned into a pretty good series. Really well coached football team. It's a big game for us. It's a game that gives us a lot of opportunity. If we're able to capitalize on this opportunity, there's a lot of good opportunities ahead. If we don't, there's going to be some challenges ahead for us. So it's an important game for us, and that's not normal at the start of conference season. Usually, the first game of conference doesn't have as big implications as what we feel like this one has. So super important game for us and our team, and really excited for our kids to get out there and prove they belong, to prove that they're one of the best teams in 4A, to prove that we belong to be talked about in that top half of the conference. And we want to host a playoff game. We want to battle in that conference championship, and this is the game to go take care of business and do it. And it's not going to be easy because Pottsville, again, history of success, well-coached, physical brand of football on the road. So there's a lot of hurdles to overcome, but I'm confident in our kids and what they're going to be able to do.
Absolutely, Coach. So my last question is, Pottsville's offense is run off from their quarterback, So what do you guys have a strategy about it?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely feel like a lot of everything kind of goes through him. They have some other really talented skill players, always tough on offensive and defensive line as well. So, I think quarterback makes them go a little bit, just watching them and kind of game planning for that. And so we got to have an idea where he's at all times, what he's doing, and make sure we play disciplined football, because if we are not disciplined, he will make you pay, either from a scramble and getting the ball out to one of their good skill players or getting out there and running the ball. And again, he runs their offense pretty well too. So definitely a talented football player for them, and someone we've got to be aware of all night.
Okay, Coach, thank you so much for your comments. It was good to talk to you. So this week, that's all for us. Next week, we're going to be back with another Coaches Show. Don't forget to support Bearcats at Pottsville today at 7 p.m. So go Bearcats.
Go Bearcats. Thank you.
Again, we would like to thank our sponsors of today's show, Don's Easy Pay, John Maddox, Mena Ford, and Smith Pallet.